Greetings and welcome, my friends. This is Sanson San. His mom gave him this name as a joke and he turtled with it. We're kicking things off with a 3-lander. We've got a stone, a talent, and a payload of double planeswalkers. I like it. Keep your pants on. They hit us with a duress. They can take any card out of our hand minus the lands. As long as they don't take the stone, we'll be fine. They pulled Ral out of the fight, at least for now. I usually go with the Mind Stone as soon as I can drop it in, but let's pay them back for their duress. They tossed a removal that exiles. They might be missing that later. They go with a stock up to pick up some more ammo. This time, the Mind Stone is up. We'll have enough mana to drop in Lily on schedule. They tap out for a consult. It is an instant, so I'm not sure why they seem pressed for time to play it out as a sorcery. Kind of early for it, too. They will only be looking at the top 4 cards. Maybe they're light on lands. They nearly tap it all for a lessons from life. That does kind of green light our Lily. It's time for Lily to get this ball rolling. They'll need a removal for her since they haven't played any men out to threaten her loyalty.
You get used to the smell.
They key in on our fountain port with their demolition field. Additional tokens on our side is not what they want to see. They do have a removal for Lily. It is a destroy ability, so we have a chance to get Lily back from the grave later. We draw an annex, but this turn we want to harness the power of the Mind Stone. We only have our talent to blink, but that's fine. Any cards we make them toss will help us in the long run. Bro is wondering what all this could mean. Are my pants in danger? Should I have worn 2 pairs of pants for extra protection? Does my butt look big? They take their damages like a chumpion, and now we work their hand. They hit our talent with a removal. That will leave them with 1 less way to take out one of our enchantments. They follow up with another stock up, but how do they win? Do they just watch us run out of cards since they have one of those 1,000-card decks? We draw another talent, and that will be our play. Let's make them drop a pair of cards this turn. They tossed out a counterspell. We love to see it. We'll send it for more damages, and they show their true colors. That's GG's, extra talent cheese. This is Herbalife. I didn't think they were still around. No, wait, it's Herbie Elf. We get a shuffler special, but we have 1 of each of our stones. The real problem is we have lands that will enter tapped unless we draw into untapped lands. While there is a bit of risk here, we do have the ability to play everything we have in hand. Keep your pants on. Herbie goes all the way down to 4. That's rather brave. That is the price you pay for going with a combo deck. We draw a shock land, which will give us a turn 2 play. They fire off a shared roots. They've got a whole 2 cards left in hand. Poor Herbie. We even draw a fountain port. Very nice. What isn't nice is how we're about to crack their hand in half. Something will be going to an early grave. They tossed an Ang. They were going to try to trip us up. They are paying the price for going with a messed up deck. They go with an anti-casual. It's been a good bit since I've seen one. Bro is definitely not about the casual MTG lifestyle. We'll take a pair of points here from our Shockland. It's the price we pay to be able to double stone this turn. Everyone must get stoned. And to cap the turn, we'll take the talent up a level. Damages begin now. They drop a land, then fire off another shared roots. That will give them the mana to play out their anti-casual. Don't hate me so much, bro. Keep your rage in your pants. The anti-casual returns. It's big, it's beefy, but it lacks cheese. We draw a pair of lands. Say it with me, boys. Shout out to the shuffler. We'll work over the anti-casual. It's big, but not too big to go down. We started with a shuffler special, and we have a 3-lander. Thanks, shuffler, you dumb mother trucker. They drop in an Ang, but they are really asking a lot out of their guy if they think he can get the job done. He's gonna need bigger pants. We'll snipe their guy. Luckily, we have manlands we can use to return fire. For now, we'll work on building up some tokens. They draw a land and immediately drop Trow Trow. That's GG's. Extra cheese? This is Lord Vader. I'll believe it when I see it. Wait, why do I feel invisible fingers around my throat? We get a 3-lander with a good mix of cards. I like having an early snail. We'll serve up some tasty escargot. We'll even add extra slime, free of charge for you, Oppo. Because we care. We care a lot. Keep your pants on. We draw a talent, so we'll go with the stone this turn. Then we can go gangbusters on them with double discard on our next turn. They go with an Avenger's Origin. It is possible the heroes have arrived. We can only be evil for so long before someone shows up to try to slap you down. The snail will be the tip of the spear. The talent will be next, but let's take a look at what we eliminated. That's a cauldron. They will not have any soup this game. They toss out a Sheltered by Ghosts. Even they know how useless those are against us. They get a free hero this turn, and that is going to be an Agent Phil. His first name is Agent. We draw another snail, and as much as I would like to slime them again, we want to populate our board. And Elspeth can do that for us.
The multiverse will be free. Join the fight.
They surprise us with a Spider-Man at the end of our turn. I'm so shocked. I had to touch my pants in that special loving way. They play a Daredevil. It does have haste, so they can send it right away. The team comes in for hits, everyone but Phil. And Phil is likely going to pump the team. One thing is certain. We will give a block. Keep your Crocs on, bro. Elspeth isn't going anywhere. We draw a Mind Stone, and that will give us the 6 mana we need for the Rise of Sozin. We can drop in our snail as well and eliminate their last card. We were about to make some tokens, but it might be better to take out Daredevil. That can give them enough of an edge to keep pressure up.
Evil falls to its death.
They play out a Sheltered by Ghosts on Phil. They really should take the Mind Stone. But they take the Soul Stone instead. Mistakes have been dropped into their pants. Big, ugly, brown mistakes. They send it, and even Phil gets in on the act. Spider-Man Web slings his way into the air, and we will lose Elspeth.
Even in this darkness, light will shine.
We draw a Virtue. Phil does have ward, but we have enough to pay the ward cost. Let's take him out. In a rather shocking move, they sacrificed their biggest guy to save Phil. I hope that was worth it. Oppo might be flying off the seat of his pants. They web up and take the talent away from us. It's unfortunate, but all we need is one more mana. We draw a Fountain Port, and that gives us the mana for our Rise of Sozin. Once we crack Phil, we'll get our Soul Stone back, and that gives us the mana to harness the Mind Stone. And that will seal their fate. They drop in a Captain America. He comes in with his shield, but he might be too late. There will be no last-second heroics to save the day. We'll harness the power of the Mind Stone, while Cap does get to hit us, but it will only be once. Cap lost his shield. The pants are down. They fire up their man land. That seems weird that they want to risk their land. Before they get a chance to send it, let's snipe their land. Dirt is back on the menu, boys. Give me an oh heck yeah if you like watching Oppo go down to only 3 lands thanks to his bad move. Manas. I don't need manas. They send Cap in for damages, but we'll make him eat sushi. It's better to take 1 here than to take 3. We draw another Rise of Sozin, and that will take out Cap. We could have blinked our enchantment removal also, but going for Sozin will give us the threat removing Chapter 2. We draw a talent. That really is game over now. They don't have enough web up to stop everything we're doing. They've got another spider dude and a helix in hand. They'll get to toss one of those. Hope they choose well. Spider-Man is the card they save. At least it's safe for now. We'll blink the Rise of Sozin. A sweeper turn after turn against their deck is GG's. That's right, even they realize it's game over. That's GG's, extra Sozin cheese. This is Vale. He likes to make his eggs float, as long as they're not hard-boiled. We get a 3-lander with a good mix of cards. We don't have a stone, but we have draw, a removal, and a snail. Keep your pants on. We draw a man land, which will enter tapped, and if we play it, our curve out will be ruined. Let's go with the shock land. We'll take the 2, but we'll have everything come out on schedule. They didn't play anything, so we'll hold our removals and go with the snail. I hope they like slime. Our snail just took out an Ugin. Dance like you really mean it. And shake what your mama gave you. We draw another snail and we'll drop it in. Smashing their hand is more important than drawing cards right now. That was an ancient vendetta. They're tossing out their best ammo. They hit us with a betrayal. We go down a snail, but it looks like they kept a shuffler special. Oopsie poopsie, bro. This turn, we'll go with the annex. We did draw a land so we can unlock our demon token on our next turn. Easy peasy, extra cheesy. Lands, bro. That's what the mulligan button is for. And they poop it and scoop it. That's GG's, no cheese needed. This is Iridium. We battle an element. An element, not the elements. And not elementals. We get a 3-lander with a Mind Stone, a talent, and a couple of our top-end cards. Not the best hand, but we might be fine if we draw into some of our removals. Plus, we need just 2 more manas to throw down our Rise of Sozin. Keep your hopes up. We draw a second stone. It's a dud draw. We do want one on board, but we didn't need to draw a second one this early. They play out an Insight. They'll mill some cards and we'll get to see what they might be up to. It looks like they are on Reanimator. While we are not set up to take on decks using their grave, we do have a key weapon against them, the Rise of Sozin. We'll hit them with the talent this turn. While we might be doing them a favor, it's possible they could toss something they will want to reanimate. We can't just sit around and hope they don't get the cards they need to implement their plans. They impending out a Black Overlord. It is more mill, but it won't be a threat to us for quite some time. We draw a Fountain Port, and that will be what gets us to 6 mana. They drop in another Cavern of Souls, which is great for them because we were going to counter all their spells. All of them. They go with the Reanimating Spider-Man. Tell me we haven't seen this 1,000 times already. We draw a Snail, but this turn belongs to the Rise of Sozin. We can start crippling their strategy on our very next turn. They go without plays. They are probably hoping that Black Overlord will do the trick. We'll name their Reanimating Spider-Man. That is their key card going away. Without it, they are useless. Having to fight fair is not how they win. Then we'll hit them with the Snail. Times are going to get tough for this Oppo. Gird your loins, mate. The kicks are coming. Ral is up next. We'd like to find ourselves another mana. That would give us enough to harness the Mind Stone, then we can lock them out of the game as early as our next turn. They fire off their bargain in hopes of finding something to help them. Well, good luck, bro. May your pants be with you. On top we have a snail and our seminar. I do like the seminar, but when we want a single other mana, we have to send our big sorcery to the bin. The snail will eat another option out of their hand, and that's always good. They mill away more cards with another insight, but they are milling for nothing. Their reanimation cards are gone. The pants are down and they can't be pulled back up. Before we do anything, let's have Ral see what we have coming up. That's a pair of lands. We'll take them both. Then we'll go with Lily. Might as well start building up her loyalty while we also eat away at the cards in their deck.
The undead make great minions. Loyal. No way but my way.
On top, we have an authority under the Verge. We'll take the authority next. It isn't critical here, but it is still nice to have their men enter tapped. Let's get in there. They can't block Sozin, so it's okay that he gets in there. We don't mind losing any men. Lily turns our losses into card draw, and we're going to lose our men anyways.
My pacts give me strength.
We'll hit him with the snail. Sure, it's not going to live, but it will rip a card out of their hand anyways. Then we can have Lily make another token, and we'll Ancestral Recall at the end of our turn.
Time to get my hands dirty.
We draw all lands. What are the odds of that? Oppo is starting to get that stinking feeling he might not get out of this one alive. They go looking for one of their reanimating Spider-Men. Those are all gone, bro. You have to wait until you start another game to get those back. This is what a crippled deck looks like. Endless searching for something they don't have. Oopsie poopsie, bro. Wistfulness. Its name is Wistfulness. Let's take it out. On top we have more lands. Let's not draw those. We can make a sushi and get another draw with it when it dies. They drew a dead horse, or something that is as useful as a dead horse. That's GG's, extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.